Hey guys, welcome back. A really quick review about the Leatherman Style PS, which is this really tiny little multi-tool, which I think some people are going to like, but it does have some usability issues. So this is going to be very pocket friendly. If you're carrying this in your little coin pocket, you could carry it with three other things. This actually for me works really nicely, but the issue here is not the carryability, because this is very carry friendly. It's got pliers and no knife, so also very carry friendly legal wise if you're in a place where carrying a knife is not okay. And the issue here is the usability and the size for my uses, but I do think it's a very good tool, and some people are already going to like this. So compared to the Leatherman Wingman, which is a medium-sized multi-tool, this is, you can see that's really small, but actually the weight difference between them is, it doesn't feel quite as huge as you'd think, because this one does, have some nice little weight to it. So the issue for me is, while I think the pliers are great for some uses, my uses require something with a larger handle, even though these are really, really strong. I mean, I can squeeze these as hard as I want, and I mean, I'm literally bending the metal there when I'm squeezing it that hard, and it's not breaking compared to some other multi-tools of this size. I think it was some Gerber ones that all the Amazon reviews said that within about one use or one day they broke. So these are surprisingly strong, and I think that's awesome. So that's great, but the thing is that the handles are so small that the only way that I find comfortable to use them, which is pinky under there and this right here, so that it doesn't slide backwards, because if I'm holding it with my entire hand like this, it's wanting to slide back as I'm using it. It's really wanting to slide back. And this is almost guaranteed to pinch you really bad on the first use. I mean, that's almost impossible for that to not pinch your skin. So on both sides, so like that and like that. That way is even worse, I think. It's pretty much guaranteed to pinch your skin. And once again, in this direction, it wants to slide back rather than stay to actually be used. And yeah. So for me, the only way that I find this comfortable to use is pinky under there, 3 fingers, and this thing right here. And so with that, I can use it. I can use it for small stuff. It's actually really nice and, surprisingly strong, but it's not that comfortable. It doesn't give me enough grip to squeeze and get a really good grip on a bolt. Like if I'm, need to do some more heavy work to like a skateboard or a bike, which is my most common use for actually taking a multi-tool out, then with something larger, I can actually, most of the time I can do it with that, because I've got a really nice big handle on that. And so that's why, for me, just speaking about the pliers alone, this thing is worth the carry weight for me. And this thing, I don't even take, let's say I leave this one at home, I often don't even bother taking this one out, because it just means that if I'm thinking of pliers, I might need pliers, I go, instead of jumping to this, I'll jump up to this. So it's sort of, this thing doesn't really ever go with me. So some people will like this for smaller jobs, but for my slightly larger jobs, I need the larger pliers. Now, the other tools on here, I think, are pretty crappy, just sort of not great. I mean, the scissors are unusable. On my one, they're loose, and some other reviews said they broke. I've never really used them because they don't cut anything, because they're loose. So some others said they broke. And so, yeah, not great. And then this thing feels incredibly flimsy. It's a little file, and it's got a little flathead screwdriver there, which potentially for some kinds of Phillips screws might fit as well. But I mean, it's really, really weak. It feels incredibly flimsy. It feels like I could break it with my thumb without even trying. So not really pleased with that. It's better than nothing, but I'm not really pleased with it. The pocket clip on here, or not really a pocket clip, sort of a clip that you could potentially clip onto your belt loops on your jeans. But you can see that the really tiny amount of space for this to be, because you can do that really easy, but then this, when it's on your jeans and this thing is thicker, this just doesn't want to close. It's actually really quite difficult to get that to clip onto some jeans. With some jeans it might be fine. With all my jeans, it's really annoying to use. And then to try and get this to open again, to pull it out. That's why I don't find it that comfortable to carry, because it's not featherweight, it's not nothing, and it doesn't provide me the usability that I'd want to get for that carry weight. And so I just skip and go to that when I need to carry something. And I don't find this very uncomfortable to carry, as long as I'm not carrying too much extra stuff with it. But I think some people are going to like this for smaller uses. But keep in mind, in my opinion, I think it's not a multi-tool. I think it's a very useful pair of pliers. It does have some tweezers there, which obviously it's useful sometimes, but it's not a very commonly used tool for me. I will have links to these down below, but I think there are better options out there, and I will have links to my other reviews. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this useful. I'll have links below to everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!